Erev Shabbos Young Israel, Mazel Tov to Adel Mendifram upon the engagement of grandson Ranan Kimmel to Milka Lowinger of Lawrence, New York. Mazel Tov to Debbie and Freddie Afman upon the birth of a grandson born to Alyssa and Jonathan Luban in Israel. And Achron Mazel Tov to our own children, to Yossi and Elisheva Lowy on the birth of a son, a grandson to us. Shalom Zachar this evening at 9:15 at our home, 48 Quince Lane. Those who are comfortable coming are cordially invited. May all continue to experience much nachas to kedusha and good health from their growing families. Number of Pesach reminders, Maschitim, of course, Mechiras Chametz, if you haven't yet done so. I am going to be finishing this year Thursday noon, a little different schedule in terms of the selling, so please, over the next few days, if you plan on selling through myself, be in touch and let's take care of it. This coming Monday and Tuesday evening on Zoom, information in the newsletter and the flyers that were sent out, the email that was sent out a couple of weeks ago. The Haggadah Shel Pesach Shiur, 9 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday evenings on Zoom. And of course, this Shabbos, not next Shabbos, this Shabbos, the Shabbos Haggadah Drasha, following 6:30 Mincha, all are invited. Different opinions we find in the Mefarshim regarding the reason for Karbanos. The Lubavitcher Rebbe Zichron Levrach has a very simple approach based on a Rashi, a powerful approach at that. Rashi explains that Reach Nichach Lashem, the Karbanos are commanded, according to the Chumash, to provide a pleasing aroma to God. So what does that mean? Says Rashi, Nachas Ruach Lefanai Shomarti V'Naser Ritzoni. That's God is pleased, I commanded, and you did what I said. My will was fulfilled. Explains the Rebbe, most mitzvahs, for that matter, every mitzvah, whether we understand the mitzvah, we don't understand the mitzvah, every mitzvah has a reason and is intended to somehow refine us and make us better people. The Medrash teaches, Lo nitnu mitzvahs elitzaref ben abriyos. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes less so, but every mitzvah somehow gently modifies, refines the individual performer of that mitzvah, except for karbanos. Karbanos have nothing in it for us. When one brings a karban, it's only Reich Nichach Lashem. The whole purpose of a karban is that God commanded, and Nachas Ruach Lefanai Shomarti V'Naser Ritzoni. I commanded, and you did it. When a person gives, one is drawn closer to the recipient. We sometimes think that I give because I love. No, explains the Rebbe. I love because I give. A karban brings a person closer to God simply because, unlike all other mitzvahs, when it comes to a karban, there's nothing in it for me. All the karban is fulfilling the will of Hashem. I get nothing out of it. It's not like all the other mitzvahs that impact me. A karban doesn't, and that's exactly the point. I'm giving. And because I give, when I give, that's when I'm drawn closer to the recipient. In this case, Hashem Kaviyachol, being the recipient of that karban, drawn closer to Ribbon Shalom. As we sometimes have people that we don't like so much. The Sefer Orchos says you can rest. You know how you overcome that? You give. You pretend you like the person. You give them a gift. You invite them over. You give. By giving, one is drawn close. In fact, the Bali Musar note that the word ahava, of course, meaning love, the shoresh is have, is give. As a person gives, they grow closer, they're drawn closer, and they come to love. Have a very, very good Shabbos.